Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones daily trade setup for today. Now, yesterday we had the sellers in control again, and we pretty much broke through a level that I was expecting us to get some buyers in, and we smashed through that level pretty convincingly and closed below it. So, question on my mind right now is, does that validate this head and shoulders that we see here on the daily? Okay, very possible. There are some buyers coming in off the bottom here, and I think let's just make sure we know where they're coming in off. Not really a level here. You would have expected them to come off this area. Okay, so trend is down. We have broken through the 200 EMA and SMA. We've closed below it. We've also closed below the neckline here. For me, I'm almost inclined to believe that this is the start of a bigger move to the downside. Okay, so let's just start moving to the lower time frame to see what we can get set up. And you can see, first view of this, you can see we had this move down day before this was last week, not this week. This is this week, this is last week. So we had the solid move down, then we consolidated, and then a second leg down. And this is a great example of price action. And you can see there's my target area, which has been hit. Okay, so at this stage, a couple of things that are bugging me if we look at it for a continuation to downside, oscillators group to downside. We're not off a level. Let's just make sure we don't have a 3-hour level here. We're going to have to swing quite far. So we had a 3-hour level. There's my inside bar there. Okay, so that was my nearest level. This is the swing high here. Okay, so from the 3 hours, we definitely bounced off a level, but there is another level below. Okay, now we've got some diversions on price, but it's actually started to mellow out a little bit as well. Sorry, not on price, but on the moving averages. So I would definitely be looking at pretty much a retest. I have to start adding lines here, which gets messy. So I'm looking for a retest of this level here, which is a swing low. And I'll give it to you now. That's 25,240, or alternatively 25,325. Those are the two areas that I'm looking for a bounce off. Okay, the fact that we've got buyers and sellers here is just indicating a bit of confusion, and that's basically based on the Asia market at the moment. So the trend has been down pretty much most of yesterday, and we're now starting to consolidate here. You can see the moving averages coming close together. Oscillators, when they're traveling like this, all markets are showing them the same thing. It's just something to worry about. You prefer to see them all over the place, but when they're traveling so neatly like this, there's always an opportunity that it's going to turn. There's something that I missed on the daily here. There is diversions brewing there and there. Okay, low, higher, low, low, lower, low. So there is diversions brewing on the daily. So this could be a setup for the bulls to take control, anticipating that the bears are trading this to the downside as a break, head and shoulders break. So their stops will be pretty much above this high, above that high, and some of the retail trader stops will be a lot closer. So in other words, what the bulls will be trying to do is drive it back up to start triggering those stops and get some momentum to the upside. Okay, but I think until we get some resolution on the trade war environment, I think this confusion is going to continue. So we're going to have big swings to the top, big swings to the down. Okay, so what do we see at the moment? There is a bit of a breakout happening currently. There it is. Okay, so we had a breakout, pretty much a retest and a breakout. So that is happening at the moment. But what's also happening here is that's our current uptrend line. And if I adjust that to those two fractals, we are in a bit of a consolidation. And the next thing that we can do is basically just do something like that. Okay, so in other words, I would expect this flag to continue and come up to these two levels I've given you, 25, 240, or alternatively 25, 320, before I start looking for more shorts. Okay, so trend is down. Yes, we've got a bit of consolidation here. We had some buyers step in at the close, but that I think was just profit taking. So the trick now is to wait for some structure and play that structure. At this stage, these swing lows here are what we want to look out for. My advice to you today is wait for the open. You'll probably find that we may just meander up with Europe for some reason today, and then the sellers will start driving this down. Okay, flip side of the coin is that the buyers do start stepping in here. But yeah, for me, a trend reversal is a break way up top here. That's the high of the week, and I know that's not going to happen today. Okay, so got to trade with the trend. Look for the setups. I'm looking for a move back up to 25,324. That's my deal. Second prize will be 25,240. If we can get a move back up to one of those two levels, I'd definitely be looking at a short again. Okay, so in other words, I'm also anticipating that this is a head and shoulders that we're looking for, but I do want to see these breakouts tested before I commit to more shorts. Okay, so for now, this is looking like consolidation. Probably opportunity to get some long scalps in and move with it to the upside, but just keep those stops really tight. The trend is down. Now, if you look at the 12 minutes, you can see what I mean. So we've already got oscillators grouping to the upside, and we have pretty much a double top, but divergence here, that's continuation divergence with the trend to the downside. Okay, and I think the last thing you want to do here is just take your shorter time frames. There's my trend line, 1, 2, 3, and this is now the fourth touch on that. And there's another one there. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing at the moment, and I'm anticipating another move to the downside. The question is, where is it coming off? It may come right off this area where we are now, as this triangle holds. But yeah, I want to see a break of one of these diagonal trend lines, and look at that on the 12 or the 15 minutes. If I can get a break above and a close above, I want to see a bit of a pullback, a retest, hold the retest, and then I'll be long again, aiming for that level. Okay. Converse is true if we start moving to the downside. If we move back to the downside, we break through this trend line, back up, test the trend line, then I'm looking for shorts back down to come and test these lows here. Okay, so that's kind of my view for today. I do anticipate a break to the upside, to be honest with you, and come and test these levels here, at which point I'll be looking for shorts again. But this is a flag it's brewing. Okay, there we go. That's it for me today. Hope that helps you somewhat. Wait for the Europe Open, and let's see how this plays out. I think there are some short-term scalps here that we can pick up off these two levels. Okay, there we go. That's it for today. Hope it helps. Cheers for now.